Hi, this is Patrick Ferranti, the Technology Integration Teacher at the Long Valley Middle School. In this video, I'm going to just give you a quick overview of how to create a class and share a class with your students. I will be sharing my class with my students within Google Classroom. I prefer to do it that way than using Quizlet to invite them directly into a class here. All right, so you have your home button in Quizlet. So on the left you have your menu. You have sets. Okay, sets are the study sets that you've actually created or plan to create, and this is where you can access all of them, and you can even sort them by recent, by the ones that you've created, studied. You can put them into folders, and then you can organize them by folders. I only have one folder created, or you can even look at how you've organized those sets into different classes. Now, because I only have one folder and I only have one class, that's why you're seeing the number 1 here. Okay, so folders can be used just like folders in your Google Drive. You can organize all of your study sets, um, you know, however you'd like. You can organize them by topic. You can organize them by course if you teach multiple courses, um, however you want by class. Okay, so in this case, I created a folder for a specific class, but you could have one for geography, one for language arts, one for science, however you choose to do this. Okay, and then you also have classes, and classes where you can invite students to different classes. Now, I've only created one class, and I invite all my students to one class. That's just how I prefer to use it. However, you may want to create a class, for every course that you teach. All right. Now, once I'm in my class, I'm going to click on the class. I'm going to join my class, and now I am using the non-teacher version of Quizlet. I did not pay, the service fee or the licensing fee to have a teacher account. There are a number of great resources available in your teacher's accounts. I've used them before. I'm just not currently using Quizlet all that often, so I'm not paying for the teacher account. But I do suggest that you give it a look over and see if you feel that the resources that are available, the additional tools that are available and features are worth the fee for the license. I think it probably is if you're using Quizlet often. Okay, so I'm going to just scroll down. I can see that I have in this class I have a bunch of different sets. I have members, and so if I click on the members, okay, this is here where I can now share this join link with my students. So I'm going to share that join link with my students. So I'm just going to copy that link. And then I would, open that up and share that in Google Classroom. Okay, so now I've opened up a class in Google Classroom. I have a topic that I use called Class Resources. So I'm going to go there. And here's where I'm going to add that assignment. Okay, so I'm going to hit the Create button under the Classwork tab. I'm going to use this as a material. And I'm going to call this Quizlet sign up. You can type a description in there, and then I'm going to hit add and then link. I'm going to paste that link, and then I'm going to change this to the topic, sample topic. No, I'm sorry, class resources. I'm going to post that to all students. Okay, and then I'm going to switch over to a student account and show you what that looks like from the student account. Okay, so here I am in my Google Classroom student account, and I'm going to open up that class. You're going to see in the stream, because I have the stream settings as a teacher turned on, where assignments get posted and anything that gets posted will show up in the stream. Usually as a classroom teacher, I don't really use the stream all that much for that. I usually have those settings turned off. However, what I always suggest the students do is use the classwork tab, and I would direct them to go to the class resources page to get this link. And here I am. Okay, as a student, I can now click this link, and that will open up the Quizlet to the class science that I was invited to. Okay, now as a student, what I would want to do, if this is the first time I'm using Quizlet, I would click the sign up button and continue with Google. And then I would select that account if I have multiple accounts. Okay, now here's where it's going to ask me for a birthday and a username. And so I would have to put in my birth date. And I believe if, let's see, these students would have been born somewhere around 2009, roughly, I guess. I believe they're going to ask for a parent's email address. Okay. Uh, as a safety feature, a Quizlet and a legal feature, Quizlet has to ask for a parent email for students under the age of 13. And so, before sending this out, I would suggest that you send a copy of Quizlet's parent FAQ form out to the parents, just to inform them that you plan to use Quizlet in the class as a resource, and you would ask for their permission for them to allow that, since you're asking students to create an account. Um, Quizlet is likely and approved, approved by the local board of education to be used as a resource in school. However, it's something I would suggest that you always seek permission for. Okay, and then you would tell students that can create their own username, or if you want to go ahead and create usernames ahead of time and suggest those usernames to students, I would do that. I always tell them not to use their real first name or real last name, but initials might be fine. So they'd have to set that up, put in a parent's email address, and then hit sign up, and that should be easy to complete. If they've already created an account, let's just go back to Windows. Sorry. If they've already created an account, let me close that window. Okay, when they go to log in, they click the login button, and then they should be able to log in with Google, and that would then take them to an account that they've already created. Okay, so I've already used this account. Okay, and so now I have access to that class as a student. Okay, and it's simple enough to do. Okay, so that is how I would recommend having students sign up. If you need, the resources, they're on Quizlet's website. If you click on the account icon and you scroll down to For Teachers, and you scroll all the way down, there's a new teacher guide. If you click Get the Guide, okay, there's some great videos on how to find a set and make a copy of a set that somebody else already created, and then you can, go ahead and edit that set. You can create your own study sets from scratch. Students can also do this. How students can use Quizlet to study, and then getting your students signed up, which, this video here might be a little bit shorter than what I've given you, but I'm trying to give it to you from a teacher's perspective in our class. And then there's also handouts for parents and students. And this is the handout for parents under the age of 13. And so this is what I was referring to earlier in the video. This is something that you could provide the teachers with, the parents with. And, you can print this out and fill it out. You can save this PDF and edit it in something like Kami, where you can then put in the class code down here. Or again, I would just point students in the direction of clicking the link in Google Classroom. All right. It also has the Quizlet privacy policy for parents to access. You could also copy that link and paste that link into Google Classroom, or send that home in an email to parents so that they can review the privacy policy. Okay. You may also want to direct them to the district's website. There is a page available. You can get that from me if you need the link that shows all approved resources in our district. And I believe Quizlet is on there. Okay, thank you. Hopefully this is helpful. If you have any questions, please send me an email.